Oh, there you go. We're here now.
And it's definitely Friday. All day. Workers were laid off and kilns were snuffed out, but now the economy is picking up. Brick-making factories are coming back to life.
Yes, this morning Dom is at a site in Lancashire that's about to reopen for the first time since 2009.
Morning, Dom. What's happening?
Oh, what's happening? The kilns are firing and the bricks are coming out in big piles like this. Apparently, that's probably about 2 semi-detached houses just in this huge, big pile here. I'm at Clafton in North Lancashire. The plant here was mothballed for 3 years, but the housing market has recovered by 10% last year, apparently. So the brick market's up 10% last year. So they've decided that the 30-odd people here can regain their jobs, and now it's fired up again. It's a good news story, and it's one of the good news stories that you're getting because the housing market is recovering well. Well, I'm here with somebody who's involved in that. It's Dave Jenkinson, Persimmon CEO for the North. Dave, are you seeing your customers, home buyers, more confident? Is it credit? Is it mortgages? What is it?
Yes, we've seen a 30% increase in production in the second half last year. Consumer confidence throughout the whole country is very, very strong. It's not patchy. We're seeing it from Scotland down to Cornwall. Yes, very, very well. We're pleased.
OK, so it's UK-wide, which is a good thing, I guess. Are you having problems getting raw materials? Are there enough brick factories like this coming back into operation? Is it tough? Is there a skills shortage, maybe?
There was a problem when we tried to step up production early in the year. We're getting around that to some extent, and the supply chain has started to respond positively. And I'm delighted to see that happen today. This is another example of that supply chain coming through and benefits of the Help to Buy scheme from the government showing real economic benefits.
OK, thank you very much, Dave. We're going to go over to John Glenn, who's an economist at the Cranfield School of Management. John, it's not always easy to get spare capacity back on site. You know, you've got a brickworks, which the guys tell me are pretty easy to refire. Not always that straightforward.
No, it's not. And what we've seen is Dave said, you know, if the industry's starting to build more houses, you need to get the supply chain to respond to that. It takes about 6 months, I think, to get a facility like this up and running. And the good news is that now the supply is there so that Dave and his guys can build the houses that we need. But
if you have things like human skills and human capital, people forget those and skills get outdated. There are some industries like concrete where if a kiln lays dormant, you can't get it back again. Yeah, so you have to get the physical capital back in place, you have to get the human capital back in place, and skills do deteriorate over time. I think they've been very lucky here in Lancaster that they've been able to get their old workers back, but that is an issue as you try and reinvigorate that supply chain. All right, John, thank you very much. And there is a burning question, I know, on the lips of many viewers. Why are there holes in bricks? I can tell you why. You don't lose strength, but it makes them lighter to transport and quicker and cheaper to fire in the kiln. So there's your answer.
Very good, Dom. Can we ask you another question then? And maybe ask one of your guests, how many bricks does it cost to does it take to build, say, a 3-bedroom semi? How many bricks does it take?
A flat is about 2,500. A small house 5,000. A semi-detached house about 8,000, and in a mansion like yours, about 12,000.
12,000.
Wow, that was a very concise answer, wasn't it? Well done, Dom. He's full of it. Look at, he's very pleased with himself. He's got that smile on his face.
Thank goodness I asked the question.
He's done his research this morning, hasn't he? Get in, Dom.
He's supposed to do that kind of celebrating thing off camera.
That's all from me. I'll quit while I'm ahead.
He's still talking. What's he going? He's just so pleased with himself because he got that answer right.
I think he's particularly pleased that he identified how many bricks in your mansion.
Dear, oh dear.
We're going to find out now. Yeah, well,
7:54.
We're going to find out